from 4 to 47 in Haryana and from 48 to well over 100 in Maharashtra. The saffron wave has indeed hit both the states. But for Prime Minister Modi, who staked his personal prestige in these elections, the outcome in Maharashtra, with the BJP falling short of a majority, is probably going to be a tad disappointing. What's certain, though, is that both states are likely to have a BJP chief minister. What impact will this have on the political landscape and, more importantly, on business and economy? To discuss that, we have three special guests joining us on the show this evening. Sagarika, Ghose, consulting editor, Times of India; Bibek Debroy, professor at the Center for Policy Research and consulting editor, ET Now; and Kumar, Ketkar, political commentator. Mr. Ketkar, I'll start with you because Maharashtra was the big one. If you were hearing a lot of these television debates, and you were a part in quite a few of them, it almost seemed as a bad result for the BJP. But the fact is that they have got the single largest mandate. This is their best performance in Maharashtra so far.
Well, actually it is, but they cannot be far too happy. They can just be happy because anti-incumbency was so strong in Maharashtra that even without Narendra Modi holding 27 rallies, BJP would have definitely come very close to something like 100 seats. So they have got additionally only 15 seats with, whatever 15, 25, finally the figure may be. I think it is not a big victory for Narendra Modi, though it is a big victory for BJP. But what the BJP had campaigned for was a big victory for Narendra Modi, and Narendra Modi himself had given clear instructions to local BJP units in Maharashtra to snap ties with Shiv Sena because he thought he will be able to win Maharashtra on his own. Now, it is extremely important to win Maharashtra. Of course, it is important to win Haryana also, but it is important to win Maharashtra because Maharashtra is not just a trade and industry capital, which it was. Now, it is a corporate capital. And now, with that corporate capital not completely in command of Narendra Modi, I think will be a slight worry for him.
Professor Debroy, comment on that. How should the BJP read this verdict? The fact is that, like I said earlier, it's almost a certainty that in both states, we will have a BJP chief minister.
No, I have a completely different reading from what Mr. Ketkar said, because it all depends on the benchmarks. Compared to the historical benchmarks, I think the BJP would be perfectly happy with the number of seats it's got in Maharashtra. Compared to the base, it's a phenomenal leap. One must also remember the fact, because of the way things happened, there hadn't been that much of time for campaigning. So I am inclined to think with BJP chief ministers in both states, the BJP will be happy.
Sagarika, let me come to you here. How are you reading this verdict so far? Do you think it's a clear signal that the saffron tide has, in a sense, expanded, the fact that it's hit the two states of Haryana and Maharashtra?
Sandeep, I think it's a remarkable election result for the BJP. Remember, in both these two states, in Haryana and Maharashtra, the BJP has been a peripheral player. In the last assembly elections in Haryana, which is a state where I travelled a great deal this time, the BJP got 4 seats. This time it's forming a government on its own, and its message of development and aspiration is hitting all sections of Haryana. There's reason to believe that even the Jats, who were a vote bank entirely loyal to the INLD and to Om Prakash Chautala, there are some reports that even younger Jats are now gravitating towards the BJP because of the lack of employment, the lack of jobs in Haryana, and because of the kind of promises that are being held out by Narendra Modi. So I think to go from 4 seats to outright majority in Haryana is a remarkable result, and also shows that there are so many takers, increasingly in urbanized areas, in areas where there is aspirational youth. There are takers for Mr. Modi's brand of post-identity, post-liberalization, aspiration politics. I think that's a remarkable result there for the BJP. In Maharashtra, I agree with Kumar and Bibek that the Modi wave as a wave seems to have been halted there in Maharashtra. But at the same time, as you rightly point out, from 40 seats to go to the single largest party, again, I think is pretty remarkable. The fact is that the equation between the BJP and the Shiv Sena has changed drastically. Now the power relationship is completely different. The BJP is clearly the senior partner in the relationship. Should a alliance happen again, should government formation require the alliance to happen again, the BJP is likely to get the chief ministerial candidate. So I think as a result of these two assembly elections, the BJP is looking as if it is the principal pole of Indian politics at the moment. Sure, the result is not as good for the BJP in Maharashtra as the pundits had predicted. It's not a wave, it's not a juggernaut, but it's the single largest party, and it seems as if certainly the balance of power there in Maharashtra, where the BJP has been a peripheral player, the highest number of seats it's ever got, I think, is about 60. It's incredible that it is now the single largest party. So I think for the BJP, it's a good result.
Mr. Ketkar, it's tempting to read this as the fact that the BJP's gamble of going solo in Maharashtra has backfired. But the other way of looking at it is that it was good that they took the gamble because now they've clearly established themselves as a dominant player in Maharashtra. And even as far as the equation with the Shiv Sena is concerned, it's